So I asked Siri, what does humble mean? And you wanna know what she told me? Low or inferior in station or quality. So good evening, you all. I want to come to you all and talk to you all about some real stuff that hit me not too long ago. The word humble. What does it mean and what is it? And I've been experiencing this word for the last couple of years. I've heard my mother say it, I heard my father say it, I've heard some other family members, I heard some supporters say it. All types of people just say, you need to be humble. So I looked up the word humble.
From 6 definitions of humble, the first one is low or inferior in station or quality.
What does it mean, low or inferior in station or quality? It's another definition, marked by meekness or modesty, not arrogant or prideful, used of unskilled work, especially domestic work, of low birth or station, base is archaic in this sense. So the word humble basically means to be lower or a little bit inferior. So that word will no longer be in my vocabulary. We overuse the word humble when somebody's doing something and they're growing, they're expanding, and they might be making a little bit more money, they might be changing stuff, and they're just growing and stuff. We say, well, I hope they remain humble. It's almost a sign of when you hear when a person say that, even how I just said that, sounds like jealousy almost, like they don't need to forget where they came from, like they don't need to forget where they came from. Remember that you were low and inferior at one point of time. So now you want this person, even though they have grown and expanded and they're not where they once were, you want them to remain humble in the process of them being bigger. Now, there's nothing wrong with someone still remembering where they came from, but it's another thing when you tell somebody to be in that same mindset they were when they were struggling and not doing as well or inferior. It kind of bothers me a little bit because I've heard this word being used on me and other people when someone is trying to do something, when someone's trying to be better. And I was just recently watching a video of Miss Tracy Byron on Facebook not too long ago, and she was saying that it's not about being arrogant, it's not about, thinking that you're better, it's just I know my worth. And when she said that, that made me think of the definition, how we use humble. Some people she might have come off as cocky and arrogant, especially on the show. They said that she was arrogant, but she said she knew her worth. So what is wrong with someone knowing their worth and knowing how hard they have worked to get to where they are? They might not have had it easy. So they're saying, girl, I've not had it easy and my life is not easy. So let me bust my ass more than everybody else to be able to get half or a little bit more than what they have. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I feel like we are in a place now where we don't want to see certain people doing certain things better or bigger than we are doing. And it's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate that it's like that. And you have to believe that you are doing the best. If you are doing the damn thing, you need to wake up and tell yourself every day, bitch, I'm doing this shit. Girl, I'm doing this. I'm doing this. I'm making it work, girl. Tell yourself that I'm going to be the best at what I do. I'm going to be the best teacher. I'm going to be the best director. I'm going to be the best substitute teacher. I'm going to be the best that I can be. And I don't understand what is wrong with someone who's doing all they can and you're only seeing what they are when you see them in their face. You don't see the nights where they stay up all night. You don't see all the work they have done to get to where they're. You don't see all the struggles that a person had to sacrifice and all the things they have had to do to get to where they are in this present time. I think about this sometimes when I see someone who might be doing better than me. I was like, well, girl, what are they doing to make this work versus me? And you don't understand what somebody has went through. They probably already had their humbling experience. My mother used to tell me years ago, you're just being humble right now. And I did not understand what she meant by that. Meaning that the universe or the gods that may be or anything or creator is somehow making me humble myself, go back down to being less than, to understand that, girl, you ain't all of that. And I'm not gonna lie, I've had experiences where I've had to. I'm going through a humbling experience right now. And sometimes it's kind of like, no, I don't think it's a humbling experience. I think it's just a learning experience. It doesn't matter what you do, where you go, you're gonna always have somewhat of a bad time. My bad time might be completely different from what yours is. You might be going through a financial difficulty. I might be going through something, health-wise. Everybody's struggles are completely different. And it does not mean that one struggle is less than the other or mine is, better than yours or whatever, or I'm not as fucked up as you, because you don't understand where my mind might be at to make me feel that certain way. Because if I'm going through some stuff and it's hurting me mentally, we were both in the same state. You're hurt mentally and I'm hurt mentally. You might not be bothered, girl, but you might not be experiencing the same way I'm experiencing. So it's just like money might be something second to someone else. Somebody that has a lot of money, health might be something that they're going through. They might be battling cancer, they might be battling any type of, disease or something that's going on in their life, but they just like, this money means nothing to me. That's the last thing on my mind. My health is. So I'm tired of people telling people to remain humble or to be humble. When you say you want someone to be humble or they need to be humble, what are you truly saying? And be careful when you say that word. Now, true enough, you have some people who may have forgotten the struggles and things they have been through, and they might be acting a plum fool. They might be showing out and all that type of stuff, but girl, let them show out. Their time will come. It's almost like a slave word, like, be quiet. You're doing too much. You're not supposed to speak as loud. Get into this. Do this. Don't do that. You're not doing what everybody else is doing. You need to remain humble. You're trying to stick out. You're trying to show out. No, girl, I'm trying to be me, and I'm trying to make me work. So what's the issue? I want to know what people's definition or what they feel about when people say, you need to be humble or you need to humble yourself. Have you ever had someone tell you to remain humble? Have you ever told someone to be humble? And how do you feel about the word humble? Because I don't like it. Now that I think about it, a humble pie reference, when people say she gonna have a slice of humble pie. Like, girl, it's like we want somebody to like, girl, she's doing too much. He needs to be humble. I can't wait till he gets a slice of humble pie. Why? Is it bothering you that bad that you want to cook him, bake him a humble pie and you don't even know the recipe for it? Like, I just don't understand that. When I go back to that, stop being fooled by Instagram relationships, Instagram pictures, and all this type of social media presence, because a lot of these people are out here not necessarily showing you all of the good and not showing you all of the things that are going on in their lives. You cannot sit here and expect Snapchat and Facebook and Instagram 15 seconds to a minute worth of someone's day to be able to tell you how perfect their day was. It's not realistic at all. And I hate when people feel like, oh, your life is perfect. A girl, no, she's not. There's some stuff that I share and there's some stuff that I don't share. I try to share a majority, but we are living in a day and age, but anything that you do, anytime you shed a tear, anytime you show any type of emotion or any type of weakness, you get torn apart. So sometimes people don't share some things. And that's why me being who I am, I truly don't give a damn. And I will sit up here and I will cry on camera, I will laugh on camera, and I will joke on camera. I will do all of that because at the end of the day, I've been through enough in my life to harden and thicken my skin to be able to prepare myself for the journey that I am on now. That's all I got. I enjoyed this video. I'm just inspired a little bit. One of my favorite person in the world, Miss the Super Black Girl, aka Miss Tracy Young Byron, aka Super Black Girl from YCDT. She's just an inspiration to me and I love her so much. And that's all I got. Y'all tell me what y'all think about the word humble. Give me your comments and your concerns and what you feel about it, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.